it?
Settle down.
Or if you're Brian.
Nah.
Oh my gosh. You know what is crazy at the moment?
Your
Right.
Pokemon shirt.
Did you?
That's crazy.
I play Pokemon
Collect them
Go
all.
every day. Do you remember that video?
Pokemon
No.
Go.
Oh my god, that little kid that was like famous everywhere for singing the Pokemon Go song.
No,
I do not remember
I
that.
haven't heard that.
What?
I remember playing Pokemon Go.
Stop it! I never played Pokemon Go.
I remember playing Pokemon Go.
It was a
It
myth.
was like 2 days ago. Nah, I'm kidding.
He's out in Brisbane in the valley. He's like, oh, gotta catch
Mate, there's
Charizard.
Charizards out there for sure.
Gotta
Down
catch
Valley for
Diglett.
sure.
I don't, there's something about like when I get a game on my phone, I just like stop playing. I never delete it.
You never stop Clash of Clans.
Nah, I still play.
Always
Clash
on
Royale.
that.
Always on his cock.
Yeah, I still like. I just go on like collect the shit and leave. Like, I don't like play it.
Are
Actually,
you in a clan? Because you
No.
have to raid.
I'm not in a clan.
Oh, that's all right then. I remember
Look,
I got
literally
kicked from my clan for not playing. So
Oh well, that was obviously they're obviously very tryhard, serious people.
banned from the cock.
Still on Clash of Clans.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good thing.
Nah, but anyway, like I've still got like Pokemon Go on that. I just never delete it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why. Like I have some very old.
Just
games.
holding on to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Just
I
in
got
case
good at
he
it. I
wants
got
to
good at
play.
it. You know, and just in case someone tries to flex on me at some point and goes, you know what, I got a level 26th Charizard, and I go, mine's 28.
I remember when it came out.
I don't remember what the levels are or what it is.
And you're like sitting at home in bed and then this thing pops up like just down the road.
Mm-mm.
Like, Mom, please. Let me go get it.
I was okay, Chris. I was never at that level. I was never
I
at
didn't
that
play it
level.
for that long, but I
Man's
remember.
calling himself
It was a
out.
massive thing.
Mom, let me go. Bro,
It was like
didn't
going
it
to
come
the-
out
it
in
was
like
like the mystery
2000? Didn't it
thing.
come out like
It
2016?
was like last year. No, it wasn't.
Chris is like, Mom.
I remember going
mean-
hard at it for like a couple months and that was it.
Look, because I used to play it. I was on the bus. I remember I was on the bus,
Yes,
and
every bus
that
stop.
was good for me because like you go in the spinny things. What were they called?
I honestly can't remember.
The temples.
No, the spinny things. You'd spin and they'd be everywhere.
Pokeballs.
Nah, I don't remember.
Spinny.
Anyway,
pokies.
like, and you collect the stuff because like you'd run out of like the balls, and then you go to the things and spin it, and you get more.
Yeah, okay.
I'm out.
Partially remember.
Anyway, yeah, I remember playing that on the bus all the time. But I wasn't that young to go, Mum, please go let me get the little Chari down the road.
Little
Charizard.
And it probably wasn't even like a Charizard. I bet it's probably like
it wasn't.
Diglett, bro.
It was the shit one. I didn't even know what Pokemon
Diglett.
was.
Pidgeon.
It was something gay.
Isn't like some of them like just the name of the actual animal backwards? Like
Yeah,
the
like
snakes,
snake is Nex or something.
Ekans.
Ekans, that's it.
Ekans or
right.
something
And
weird like
mate,
that.
there was something I remember my sister said to me a meme like that was like Pokemon's names are just like them backwards, and it was like one, and it was like fully like it said something inappropriate, and I was like, oh, oh,
Well, the right way round.
yeah, it was like backwards, like this is the name, but then they spelled it the right way around, and it was like
Damn.
ball sack or something. I don't know, like I can't remember what it was, but it was something like that.
It was,
Sack master.
Anyways.
your god door.
What is
You got it.
Don't worry,
what
I
is
was
your
trying to
crazy
say something
story?
backwards.
What
What
is
was I
your
talking about?
You're like, you know what's crazy, and then Chris was like,
Your shirt.
Oh my gosh! No, I saw something on Twitter.
gosh.
Twitty.
I saw something on Twitter. Okay, a week ago or 2 weeks ago. So Twitter has just passed a fund for transgender employees that get a $75,000 grant,
Oh,
health grant.
where do I sign up?
You're
No
transgender,
way.
aren't you?
In
Oh, is that
Canada.
to add like transition kind of thing?
Yep.
Just tuck it between your
For,
legs, man.
for transitioning
wait.
government employees,
Yeah,
you get a
right.
$75,000 health grant.
That's wild. If you're
Isn't
employed by Twitter.
No. Government
Health
employees.
What did you say? Health fund.
Health benefit.
I assume to pay for their surgeries
Yes.
to get
Yeah,
transition.
Yes. Yes. Isn't that ridiculous?
That's wild. Where's my 75k?
for what?
Something.
Yeah, well, why would you like that? I just think that's completely wrong.
Yeah,
Like-
well, it is, but
Like, where's someone else's 75k?
For just being normal, yes.
Yeah, like
Being their
why
gender.
would you? Seriously, like if it's their choice and like sure, go for your life. Like if it's your choice to go be transgender,
Yeah.
be transgender. Who cares?
Nothing against it, but
Nothing
you
against
shouldn't
it.
get
But
anything more
why
than
you get
anyone else.
75 grand and me just living in my normal life don't get 75 grand?
Is it because they go like, oh, I got to like transition to be comfortable?
Probably.
And
No,
it's
well,
like,
yeah,
oh,
but
but
it's
like,
just-
yeah, I see what you mean,
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. The world is a weird
Oh,
place. now where-
Jordan Peterson shared it.
mate. But you can't, you just can't do,
complain
you
about
can't
it.
do anything these days. You just like you can't.
You
right?
can transgender. You can change your gender,
Apparently you can.
and you get 75k.
Yeah. Sign
Like,
me
do you
up.
have to like have a form for that? Because what if I just go, yeah, like I just put some tennis balls in my shirt.
I don't
and
think it
go-
works like that.
And I go, yeah, I've transitioned,
I don't think it works like that.
and I get 75 grand.
But isn't that so?
It is wild. It's crazy to think about. Because 10 years ago, that would never even be thought
Hey,
about.
your grandpa would have been like, what?
My grandpa.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. You know, being like considered gay, homosexual was considered a mental disease.
Yeah, it was like a
Oh,
sin.
yeah.
Like I think in 1970 they cleared it, or 1972 or something.
Like if you're
Yeah.
Christian, it's a sin. You can't be gay.
Even to this day,
Yeah,
it's still against.
like we're like used to it. Like you go, oh cool, like they're gay, like
Yeah.
cool, no dramas, like you know.
yeah,
But then
I
like
mean,
back like 60
being
years
gay
ago,
is just as much as a sin as telling a lie. Like all sins are equal in the Bible.
Yeah.
In that
In the book.
religion. Yes.
yeah, right. I was
Yes.
like, oh.
So, I mean, why harp on one? And I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a bit.
It's a
that's
crazy
bit of-
changing world. Like, the way that we're going, it's. I mean,
I
it's
would
weird,
love
it's
to.
weird
I would love to have the chat. Like,
to God.
no, just
Righto.
like I don't know. I'd love to sit down with a reasonable thinking person, a logical
Yeah.
thinker, and someone who can have a reasonable chat and go and just pick their brain and go, look, like, talk me through why you believe that this is okay and better for the future rather
what-
than not being like better
What about
for the
like
future.
why should you
Yeah,
get
tell
75
me, like,
grand?
I'm so interested into how people's
yeah.
brains work.
Yeah.
But the thing is, all I've seen on the internet is the second you say that to someone, it's
They
just
just wall up,
Yeah.
wall straight up.
yeah, exactly. And it's just everything. Your opinion's wrong. You're a rightist.
Yeah.
You're this. You're that. Like seriously,
We just
I
asking a
mean,
question.
I don't know. Yeah,
Asking a
I'd like to ask some questions. But
yeah.
anyway, like the whole religion thing, that's gnarly.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like like Christianity, like you're not supposed to have sex before marriage.
Like, do you guys? Did you grow up in religious households?
Well, I grew up in. So, like, my grandparents were religious and they went to the church, went to church every day. And
Yeah.
I am Catholic. Like, technically I'm Catholic, but for myself, I've never really been involved in that sort of stuff. And that's just my own choice. Nothing against anyone that is. If they want to do that sort of stuff, that's absolutely fine, but I'm not. I'm
But did
just-
you ever go to church or anything?
Oh, bare minimal.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, my grandma was religiously.
Yeah.
And her whole household was full of, like,
The cross.
religious and
Jesus.
stuff, and like she was an amazing human being, but like I was just never really.
And
Yeah,
that's
into
like my same thing. Like you can have some people that like in my family, they do that, but we were just like no,
Yeah.
Why?
just because like they didn't grow up with it. We didn't grow up with it. Like,
Yeah. They
Yeah, but did
obviously-
you ever think about it?
did I ever think about it? Well, I went to an Anglican school, so we had like our church or a chapel every.
I tell you something. So I grew up in a Christian household,
Yeah.
and we never really went to church until later on in my schooling life, kind of thing. Like we had school church and that. Like I went to Christian colleges, Lutheran colleges, and then Christian colleges again. So we always had like a chapel of sorts.
But like,
Okay,
was it like
but-
a strict thing that you had to like follow? Because I know people that have like they have
What, in my family or at school?
no, like in your family, like it's a thing. Like they have to go like every Sunday, or
No,
you,
so we-
you can't date or you can't do things like that.
No,
Like,
no,
no.
no. I mean, my parents, they're cool as like, we never really like strict,
Yeah.
full Christian like parents. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, like, yeah, my father was Christian, my mum was actually Catholic.
Yeah.
But we the first time we never started going to church until, I don't know, maybe I was in grade 10 or 11, maybe. And then did that for a few years. And we'd go every Sunday. We were kind of home. And it was cool. I was full into it, loved it. But I feel like I just seeing both sides of it. The teaching you get at school and the teaching you get in an actual church.
Different?
So different.
Yeah, okay.
It never made me want to get into it. Learning at school, going to the chapel at school, just something about it, something about how they run it, how they actually do it. Yeah. It just never made me ever want to get into it.
I could really not tell you anything about my chapel. I couldn't remember anything. I just remember the parts where you had to sing.
Yeah.
But I could not tell you what actually happened in chapel because I would be there with my mates and would be...
I was going to say, I could imagine you with a bunch of mates that are just...
You
don't want to be there.
We're dicking around, true, bro. And you're doing that laugh where you're trying not to laugh, and it's the hardest thing. And you're and you let out a little, and then someone's just fucking dies.
Yeah, but even sometimes, when I would sit there, and I knew I was already Christian, sometimes I'd be going to church and still go to that. But I just listening to it was just never the same. I can sit there and be serious and try and listen to it and go, but this just is different.
Yeah,
it was just how they were trying to teach it. It felt like it was forced. Yeah. You go to a church, an actual church here, one that I used to go to just down the road, and it's it's actually it's fun. You go in and you half an hour of songs and pray. They call it praise worship, and that, and it's fun. It's good. And then they have a proper sermon that relates to adults. They try and talk. They talk to you like you're an adult. At school, I feel like they just talk to you like you're a kid, and you don't know jack shit because this is portrayed and given to adults.
Yeah,
and you're sitting there. It just relates a lot more. But
I went to youth groups and things with mates before.
Yeah,
and I never
youth groups was a hangout though.
Yeah, unless I went to our mate's house and they were you got to go to this, and then you go okay, and he didn't want to go, and I was whatever, I don't mind. And you go there and you do your thing and you're cool, yep, sweet. And you leave and you have your...
Did you ever go to the one up in Tanua?
No, I went to the one in, what was it? Emmanuel? I think it was Emmanuel.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That one. But I only went there probably 3 times with my mate when I was hanging out with him.
It used to be a massive one up at that Tanua church.
I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called.
The one near Wise's Farm.
What do you do at those youth groups? Because I never went to any of them.
Oh, mate, it's just
pretty
a
much
hangout.
Yeah,
you play basketball.
Yeah, you
and they have full raves.
I was gonna say the one at Tanua. Yeah, I went there.
Seriously,
I went there.
Mosh pits.
Yeah.
Massive mosh pits.
There was a skate ramp at the one at Tanua because we used to take our scooters and shit.
Very bread mosh pits.
So at church, right? You have they go for an hour and a half. Normally, you have half an hour of worship. And then you have about 45 minutes of a sermon, and then there's 15, 20 minutes at the end where they just talk and they do a few other things and or they may sing again or whatnot. Okay, at these youth groups, it was half an hour beforehand, before anyone even went inside, of playing basketball, doing shit outside, having fun, chatting with all your mates and other people from other school. An hour of going inside, singing, raving. Literally, it was raves. They'd have proper mosh pits, people diving into the mosh pit. It was gnarly. Honestly, there was 1,000 people at this thing.
Moly, it was a blue light.
It's pretty much, yeah.
And then they'd have a quick half an hour thing, and then they go back into that, and then you'd be doing other shit.
Yeah, because I remember they'll bring you scooter because there's a skate ramp at this youth group, and I was what?
It was actually fun.
You'd
meet, mate. I used to go there and
meet chicks.
Seriously,
that's not very Christian of you, mate.
I met one of my girlfriends there.
No way.
The chick that I dated there. Yeah, I know. It was more of a hangout. I had, buddy, 2 of my mates went. Bryce and Thomas used to come.
No way Bryce went.
Yeah.
I could not see that.
Mate, it wasn't church.
And that's why
that's the thing.
That's why if you went, you go, oh, it is what it is.
Yeah, if you, I don't know how people they get kids into you have to go to anyway. But I think religion's since then I don't go to church as much anymore. But
you know what was really cool when I went to Bali? So they have obviously their big thing is Hinduism, right? But they also have like other religions there. There's, there's I don't know if it's different. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like Hinduism. There's like Muslim. There's Christian. There's something else, and there's something else. Anyways, they have these big areas. Like our driver told us.
Most of them, like Hinduism, has multiple gods.
Yeah. But correct. But at this big place, they would have like the Hindu church. They'd have the Christian church. They'd have the Buddhist temple. They'd have a Chinese temple. They like whatever. Like, and there was like 6 of them, and it'd all be lined up.
Can
And
you
then
go in
like
different ones, or
pardon?
can you go in different ones?
You can
You can go in different ones,
wherever
but
or
like
not.
if your religion was like
Yeah.
but that's what you'd go
You had the
to.
option.
But at the end of it, like everyone would come out and they'd all accept each other. Like it didn't matter if you were what religion you were. Everyone accepted each other.
I think they're all called different things as well. Like I know Muslim, you have a mosque.
Yeah. But it was
Right.
great. Like I was like, oh, that is so
church,
cool. Like
and then Hinduism, I think it's like something else. Temple.
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm not too good with that, but like it was really cool to like see, and then you see all these different churches and temples and things like that. and you're
Yeah,
like,
no,
wow, that's
religion's
really, really cool.
religion is a. I don't know. I'm trying not to get into it as much as I can, but like religion's a very, it's a crazy thing
If you grow up with it, yeah,
because it's a belief. So like you're choosing to think about what your consciousness really is and
Yeah.
where everything else around you came from.
Mm.
All right, so look, my belief right now is that none of this is happened without some influence. Okay,
DMT.
no, I believe in a God, so I am a Christian. Okay,
Yeah.
to a point. I also believe in physics
Yeah.
and everything like that. So I feel like you have, and like a lot of people, like you'll
So-
probably get hate from this, and I know who's watching this and is going to give me hate from this, but I don't know. Like I try and think of things very logically, and I'm still young. Like you never know. Like
Yeah.
everyone goes through their spiritual journey and makes different moves along the way. But me thinking about this now, I mean, I studied like physics all through my high school. I studied it into university level as well. And it just opens you up to these lot of things. And I still read about it and whatnot and watch documentaries, TV series, and listen to podcasts and things. You have one side religion, Christianity, all right, says in the New Testament, it says the earth or the world was created in 7 days. Okay?
Yeah.
In physics and science, it says there was a big bang and everything came from literally nothing.
Particles and molecules and
Yes,
nothing.
and little atoms, and
Yeah.
everything expanded from there. We
Yeah.
we come from single cell organisms into multi, and then we grow
Fission.
into what we are now.
Yeah.
Okay, and with evolution. Okay, the whole Bible was written by God talking to people on earth and them writing His words. Okay, interpreting His words. That is a fact of Christianity.
Yeah.
Okay. Time, as we know it, as I'm looking at my clock now, was constructed by us,
Yeah.
humans.
Mm.
Okay? If the Bible says 7 days, is that our interpretation in our language of what God was saying to us, of how and how long it took the earth to be created?
so what, 7 days could have been like 7 years.
Or 1,000,000,000 years.
Billion years. So the earth is, the universe as we know it today, if I'm wrong, is like 13.6 billion years old.
In our terms.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
So if you look at the very edge, you can see the edge of the universe. It's still expanding.
I was gonna say, doesn't it like it doesn't stop?
No, it's still expanding.
Infinite.
You can see the edge, like you can see the cosmic microwave background, which is the end of the universe, pretty much, where the Big Bang. So the further you look, the further back in time you can see. So you can see the Big Bang. Crazy.
I don't even want
Anyway.
to get in the universe, bro.
So my theory, literally my theory, not with any degrees backing me with this, but like I see it as, why couldn't God, this being that is above all, this divine being that just exists, have set in place a chemical episode that created everything? Why couldn't He have done that? Why? That is my interpretation. Why didn't He place that? Why? Our interpretation and Christianity's interpretation is that one day there was light, one day there was animals, one day there was this, one day there was that. Yeah? And then He made man and then He made women. right, out from man. And that took 7 days, which is the 7 days of the week we had. That's why Sunday they also have the rest day, but that's different religion anyway. Anyway, like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I know where you're coming from.
And like Noah's flood. Okay?
Yeah.
The Noah's flood.
All the
So they
animals.
think they've found the ark as well. Have you seen that site?
No.
There's like a site that really looks like the ark as well. So the things like that, they may have existed, but that flood, when God sent a flood, was that not just a cataclysmic event, which was
Was it like a tornado or like a cyclone?
no, like a meteor? So they think a meteor, which is a cataclysm event,
tsunami.
hit the earth and then melted the ice caps, and all the ice caps melted and then caused massive floods all over the earth. And remember when I was talking to you about Africa, the top of Africa, where you see those flows
Oh, yeah.
over the top of Africa?
Yeah.
That's where all that water came from. And it would have flooded the earth highly and taken a lot of the land, which is why we have what we have today. So, because billions of years ago on Earth, or even millions of years ago on Earth, the sea level was a lot lower than it was today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. That's
You know what's like really
I'd really love to talk to
What-
a priest.
Yeah.
A priest. Like I know people that are priests, but like about this and about like what I have to fully study up on
Priest
it,
and
get
a
all my
scientist
points.
next
Yeah,
to each
yeah.
other.
Yeah,
That'd be
but-
cool. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but not them argue. That would turn into an argument. Me as someone with my own ideas.
Open mindset.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know how they say like, oh, the ice is melting and the water level is rising. But if you put ice in a cup, right, and you fill it to the brim, it doesn't overflow, does it?
So wait, if you put ice in
If
a
you
cup,
put like ice in a water cup,
Yeah.
right, and then like that's it,
and then it starts to melt.
and it starts to melt, nothing changes, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
but,
the ice
yeah,
on a
but
land mass already?
you got to
That's
think
the
about how
idea
much it's different because
Oh, is it on a land mass or is it not in the water?
Isn't it?
no, when you have an iceberg,
That's in
a
the
quarter
water.
of
Yeah?
the iceberg is above the water and 3/4 is below the water, taking up volume. So
Right. So when it okay.
it's different. Yeah, a little
Right.
different.
I'm thinking. I'm like, shouldn't it? Not
But
be?
I think crazy thing, Hollywood Hills had snow for the second time ever the other day, and the first time was 6 days before that.
Definitely some stuff going on in Silicon Valley. They're making some weather.
That's not Silicon Valley.
Oh.
Silicon Valley's
Yeah.
They
LA.
make Dubai. They make it rain.
Yeah, well, they do it everywhere. It's not like a crazy.
Mate,
hidden
there was
fact.
one guy I used to
They
work
do
with.
it where
It's just
where places
rain,
need
sea
it. Yeah.
clouding.
There was a
Yeah.
guy I used to work with, and like he
That's
would
it.
always work the night shifts at like the Softel I used to work at,
Mm.
and he would be like, I'd be like in the morning, doing the pool bar stuff. You come down, he sees that big line in the sky. He's like,
Chemtrail.
see that? They're putting stuff in our air. That's a chemtrail. And he's like, I stay up so often
Put
at
the
night,
mask on.
and I look at them. He goes, that's not real.
How can you see but not?
It's definitely not the extremely hot engine mixing with the moisture in the air at such a high cold
Mate,
temperature.
he was just like, they're
High
putting
up
shit
in
in
the
our
sky.
air. They're changing the world. And I was like, oh, yeah, right.
Hey, look, you never know, but like,
Haven't thought of that.
I mean, he's not wrong. There are chemicals coming out the back of that plane,
yeah,
but it's not the chemicals that.
it's COVID.
Yeah,
Shit, now we got a thing on that video.
Chris, come on.
What? Damn it. No, you should
Come on,
have said
Buzz.
to COVID. Anyways, the
Corona,
19.
the beer.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
Anyway, okay, I got a great question. Right, are you gonna get it this time?
Another scenario.
No, I will get it this time. I still will put my hand up. I would still pay $1 for that.
That's
No, mate, you did not understand the question.
No, I do.
What was it? 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks
3
ago.
weeks. 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
It's hard, mate. It's hard to like think about when we're recording things.
I'd still pay $1 for my dream. Best
Oh,
memories.
Anyway, okay. Scenario. All right, guys, play along at home or wherever you are, work
In the car.
on the floor.
on the floor.
Never know. Some floor people out there.
Righto, mate.
Have you ever like been one of those people that just go lay on your carpet?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So
that's good.
great.
You know,
Continue.
for me, where the best place that I used to lay, like in my old house before I moved to Brisbane, in the corner of my room where the glass meets, I'd put my head in the corner, and it'll be mint.
That's sus.
Because like you can look outside.
What?
It was mint.
If
If you got in the corner of like a glass, 2 glass panes, right? I'm sticking my head in the corner and my feet are going away from it, all right? And it's like mint because like you can.
So you're laying down.
Yeah. And the glass like surrounding my head.
I thought
I'd
this
just
was like
get
the
dizzy.
glass here, and you're going.
Man, just like kissing the glass.
I was like, what?
Oh,
I'll just get dizzy.
Anyway,
dizzy.
Yeah.
continue.
Anyway,
Resume.
what was I saying? Oh, okay, scenario. Okay, you get a weekend.
Say less.
I don't know
Right.
what that is.
The weekend starts.
I already know.
The weekend starts on Saturday morning. Okay, and you get till Sunday night, midnight. Okay, you can do whatever you want, go wherever you want. You have to pick 4 celebrities to hang out with. They can be of any caliber, massive, small, any field, anything. But let's be real, they've all kind of got to be able to get along. Okay? Who are you picking? You can think for a second.
Far out.
I'll go first.
Okay,
I'll
you've
go
thought about
first.
this, yeah?
Yeah, I've thought about this, but when I was thinking about this, it's just because of what I'm listening to lately and what I'm watching lately. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Here's who I'd pick. Joe Rogan. It's pretty much almost protect our parks. I'd pick Bert Kreischer. Mark Hammond. You know, he's the funniest guy. You know exactly what I'm talking about? You know Mark Hammond?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pick him. And I had to pick one more guy.
Far out. This is tough.
That's a hard one.
Even me trying to still think about it.
4th one, because I know those 3 are going to be a good time. Like Joe, I'm going to be able to like
And you're just hanging
talk
out,
to generally, like when we're like just general hang out with, and like I'd love to ask him so many questions,
Yeah.
and then like Bert, it'd be funny as and like fun to drink with, and then like Mark is like he's just hilarious and just says the funniest shit, and then I don't know,
The Nelk boys would be pretty cool to hang out with.
maybe I probably
That
would
would be.
throw in Chris Pratt. Oh, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Man, the first people that came to my mind, Jason Statham. Love that bloke.
Only because I know
Statham.
Chris Pratt is good friends with Joe, so
Yeah.
Jason Statham. I'm like going to throw women in here too, because women are good fun to talk to.
Far out.
Margot Robbie.
that's the most clapped.
You're never going to talk. Chris Pratt and Margaret Robbie, you're just going to chat the whole time.
No, we're not all hanging out together.
Oh, you're not? Oh, at different points.
What?
Wait, what?
I never said we're all together.
No, I said Chris Pratt and Margaret
I
Robbie.
didn't say Chris
He
Pratt.
said Jason Statham.
Oh, sorry, Jason. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
Jason
Hey,
and
you never
Margaret.
know. Jason Statham's a funny guy when you're talking about him
Yeah, okay.
by himself.
Hey, Margot. Oh,
The
I
thing-
can't even do his accent.
Hey,
don't I?
Margot. What's
Yeah,
going
that
on?
was, that was a bit
darling?
better.
Anyways, I don't know. Other people like, I'd probably have another movie person. I don't know, Cillian Murphy maybe.
This is the most
Wait,
random. Cillian Murphy.
Yep. And then
Peaky Blinders dude.
Yeah, and then another female actor. I'd like another female actor.
Damn, diverse.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
But
just
at the
about a
same-
fun weekend with the boys.
Yeah, no, but if I was like
Comedians,
if I'm gonna
bunch of
have a fun
comedians.
weekend with the boys, I'm hooking up with the Nelk boys for sure.
Damn.
Not hooking up.
Oh.
but- damn, bro. No. I'd catch up with them for sure. Like,
Rafiki.
oh, bro. Rafiki for sure. Like Kyle, buddy, Steve, Rafiki, or
Celine.
You only get one group of 4, mate.
yeah, no, but like you gotta hang out with them. Like that'd be fun.
Yeah,
right?
who are you picking? Jason Statham, Margot Robbie,
I
or
don't
the
know.
Nelk boys?
Wait, are we having a fun weekend? Yeah.
You can do whatever you want.
I don't know. Like probably a fun weekend would be the neck boys.
Nipple boys.
Neck boys.
Neck boys. I reckon that'd be cool. And I'd,
Chriso?
All right. Number 1, I reckon, Theo Vaughn.
yeah,
It's funny to hang out
Oh, I forgot about him. He'd be funny as.
with. Elon. Theo and Elon.
the thing is like
Maybe AT as well, I reckon. Be an interesting bunch.
Mm.
No, not AR. Nah. He's cool, but like, nah.
Andrew Tate, surely.
I said AT.
Oh right.
Hey, what do you?
Sorry, I don't know who that was. Right. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
One
that's
more. This is tricky. This is tough.
Tristan Tate.
Maybe Conor McGregor as well. That might be
Oh, that would be.
That'd
That's
be
a-
Conor McGregor.
That'd be
Theo
a weird
Vaughn.
lineup.
Elon Musk.
Imagine Connor and Theo. Oh, mate.
Mate,
I
they'd
bet
go
they'd just
back-
be going back
I was
to
going
each
to say
other.
they'd be back
Exactly,
each
it'd be
other.
entertaining as.
Mm.
I reckon that'd
Theo
be
just
pretty
be
funny.
like, I could just
He just
imagine.
insulted.
roasting
yeah,
Connor.
Yeah. He'd kind of be like,
Connor would
shut
not know
up, you
what to do.
fucking TV.
Connor would be trying to bash him.
Yeah.
Connor would not know what to do. That would be so funny. And then you just got Elon and AT over there. Yeah, right.
I reckon that'd be an interesting.
Nah, sure, you get
weekend.
Donald Trump in there instead of Elon.
Oh, I was thinking about it, but I wasn't going to say it.
Donald Trump.
That was on the borderline.
I reckon
yeah.
Donald Trump, bloody Theo Von.
There's so
Andrew
many
Tate.
different groups though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
there
that would
is.
be mint.
Yeah.
There is.
Like you got to have good groupings though, for everyone to be able to hang
would you
out
see
together.
like if
Like, could you honestly see that group hanging out great together
Probably
all
not.
weekend?
Hey, you never know. It might be weird at the start, but
mate, the
things
thing
happen
is-
when you drink.
The thing is, like, yeah, I reckon if Andrew Tate mixed with Dana White mixed with Theo Von,
Wait, Dana White.
Joe Rogan. Sorry. Joe, you said Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And then someone else. I reckon like that would have like that kind of like, yeah. I reckon that'd be funny.
Oh,
like,
Joey Diaz as well would be pretty funny.
Yeah,
Hang
Joey
out with.
Diaz.
He's so
would be
funny.
pretty
You cocksucker.
He's
You
just
see,
a
like-
menace.
like
He's a
if-
menace to society.
If Andrew Tate got out of like prison, right? If he was to get out of prison, what would be the first podcast he'd get onto?
It'd be the most viral thing in the world. But
Probably is.
No, like if he was to hop onto someone else's, who do you reckon
Nah.
it would be?
He wouldn't have him.
You reckon?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
he just
No, he
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
It would
No way. he wouldn't.
ruin him probably.
Really?
No, he would not because of that. No, he just
Why?
wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
They
Why?
prob- They just
No
don't
chance he
meet eye
would.
to eye to I don't think.
No, not that.
You don't reckon?
No, he just wouldn't.
Like why?
Because he's locked in
No
to a
chance.
contract.
Like,
No,
why?
not
Why
that
do you
at
say
all.
no?
He gets fully freedom with whoever he has on the podcast and whatever he wants to say.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't.
Mm.
I don't think. No. Even though I know he would probably ask to go on that platform,
Mm.
but no, he wouldn't. Otherwise, he would have already had him on.
Mm.
Don't think so. No, it'll either be his own or someone else's.
Someone big.
Yeah,
I just reckon that'd be huge.
yeah, he wouldn't have him on.
It would be like a weird thing though, because for him to go on someone else's podcast, it would
Yeah.
probably jeopardize their
Yeah.
podcast to some extent. Because
Because it'd be the first thing you jump on. Yeah.
we'll think about like when Donald Trump went on the Nelk Boys podcast, that
Yeah.
whole episode
And it got deleted.
and they got flagged and banned for like a couple weeks.
They got a strike.
yeah.
Okay.
So, like from that perspective, it would be that's probably why he would do his own thing.
Mate, you see, like, because
You never know.
you know, like all those chemical spills that have been happening over in the US.
yeah.
I don't.
You don't.
In like
I haven't heard
Texas,
about
isn't
that.
it? Is it Texas?
Yeah, like the a train crashed and
It's like
blew
leaked
up
into
and
all the water.
leaked
and
all
it's,
in all the water.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
crazy.
and then there was like
Yeah.
another one that happened like in Palestine, something.
somewhere around there. Yeah.
And
but
I
like
think-
all the waters there, like.
and then like
fucked.
yeah, so they've got like no water, like no like shit water that's all chemically destroyed,
Mhm.
and no food and that.
There was like a
And the
premier
government isn't helping them. No help from old sad Joe, Sleepy Joe. Trump has paid for all the food and all the water to be shipped in.
And the thing
Yeah.
is, like, there was like a mayor or something like that, and they went to this like house, and they were like, try the water, and they were like, there were all these like people there, like, you know, government politicians or whatever who it was, and they went there, and they're like, try the water, and they fill up their glass with the water, and the guy like
Probably spit it out.
has a fake sip, you know, he just goes,
Yeah.
and then puts it down.
And like you can see all the creeks. There's like videos
like-
of people going
yeah,
up to
yeah,
the creeks.
and it's like
and
oily.
clear, and then they smack the creek, and it's just like oil
Yeah,
slick.
it's like it's
Mate, it's
looks
gnarly.
fucked.
Yeah.
And it's like everywhere. And like there's a map of the US, and like they've got dots over all these chemical spills, and then like all straight through. Like there's a few of them.
Yeah,
They
right.
say that,
crazy.
I mean, they can't hide it.
Yep. And then like
They're not doing anything about it.
nah, mate, the US politics is it's
Something to
crazy.
get into, eh?
It is so crazy. Like that doctor the Fauci, Dr. Fauci, what's his
Like,
name?
if you
So
talk-
he basically at the very beginning of COVID denied having any. I don't know the exact what it is, but he denied having any interest or he was like paying into this
Organisation or
this
something.
program that was like doing research for gain of function research or something at that lab in the Chinese lab.
Right.
and then now they're going through all these court documents. He's in court again, and he has been found to be making payments to this gain of function support.
They
this
say
gain-of-function
they
research.
realize that
and
it
they're
did
all
get
accusing him, going, "Why would you lie to the court, even though it's like illegal
You're not allowed
thing
to
to
lie
lie to the court?" And he's like, "I never said this," and then it's like the video plays back, and like it's him like denying it. So yeah, mate, there's just so much going on. And then there's like all the Twitter files as well.
Yeah.
They're still going through.
The Hunter ones or
No, the Twitter files. So they were, Twitter was being paid by the government or told by the government and the FBI to suspend certain accounts and hold back certain information about COVID
Yeah, the
political
media
gain.
during COVID.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, media just loves to hide everything. don't they?
to support one wing.
But then they say they're like even like in our articles or in our news they go, oh, they've realized the vaccination didn't do anything and it's probably not the best for you. And you're like, wow, really?
Also saw a thing that
Really?
I don't know if this is gonna get us flagged or something, but I saw a news report, and this lady went on the news report talking about testing for the mRNA vaccine, which is what we got.
Yep.
So what Pfizer one?
Yep.
Oh, well, there was a few. So there's like two different types of vaccines, and there's like a DNA and then a R.
I think the
mRNA.
DNA one was the Moderna one, wasn't it?
I think so.
That's where it changed your DNA.
No.
No.
Just a type of vaccine.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, this one, the mRNA ones were never tested on pregnant women, and when they did the studies and did the testing on the humans, they told all of the women in the studies to not get pregnant. All right, and humans being humans, I think
pregnant.
22 of them, she said, got pregnant. 15 of them had miscarriages, and 5 of the ones that were born had problems with the child.
Yeah.
Shit.
And apparently there are issues with men's fertility as well.
I did hear about that.
Yes.
It doesn't surprise me though. It does not surprise me. Think about it.
What's the end goal?
Yeah.
It's stopping population. But anyways, can't get into it. Anyways,
Elon Musk was right.
Anyways,
Remember? You just talked about that.
Trying to
Yeah, I don't know.
repopulate
It's very like,
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't really have a complete opinion on it. Like,
Not
it is
allowed.
opinion. That's all it is. Like,
Yeah.
that's all you can have, because it's all still a lot of individual facts that are up in the air. There's no drawn conclusion that you can 100%
we are not
support.
on
So
any side.
this is just us talking about what we've heard.
Any side.
Yeah.
We're on the fence.
Well, it
I'm not on the fence, but
Yeah.
it's just an opinion.
yeah.
Just an
anyway,
opinion.
don't listen to us. What do we know?
Absolutely.
What do we know? Oh my gosh, funny
I
story.
was gonna say, are you getting in this story?
Yeah, funny story. Okay. So I was in, it's just awkward. I was in one of my lectures the other day. It was for financial planning. Okay. And we were talking about like what is financial planning, and people were like, oh, it's about making good money, how to control your finances and da 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 da. Okay. And the lecturer's like, oh, okay, so have any of you guys made any bad financial decisions? And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, I've definitely made a few bad financial decisions.
Would you give an example of?
I didn't say
right.
any, but like I was just like thinking that to myself. I was like, yeah, I did. I mean, I spent like money on a car that I didn't win the other day, and some idiot lost it that didn't even like cars.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what? On the M3?
Oh,
Yes.
and the guy that
was watching
answered, is like, I didn't even really like Euros. And then like the guy's like, you won a Euro.
M3 competition.
And the guy's like, oh, cool.
I was sitting there on the stair climber after I heard that, turned that bitch up. I was pissed.
Oh, so annoying.
Mate, that is not.
So, yeah, I like Forbies.
Why do you enter? Like, if
you
people
can get a membership where you enter automatically. That's what he did.
But the thing is, like, still,
Still,
Frustrating.
he would have been stoked either way.
That was our car. That was one of our cars.
I was behind an M3 today.
Yep, that was probably one of ours. Should
It
have
was
been
a
ours.
nice black one too.
Yeah.
All
That was
black,
it?
but it wasn't matte black like that one.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
Anyway, like that was my bad financial. That was one of my bad financial decisions.
Yeah.
well, I was spending like $20 or something.
Man,
How much did you
more.
put in on that?
Hey, look.
I put $50 to win an RX-7,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
how
was
much I put in,
okay.
yeah.
I put $50, and I was like, I want
It was
this
like
RX-7.
the last minute they had extra tickets if I
Okay.
bought that one.
That's what I did with the RX-7.
I only
but
spent
I was
like
like,
$12 or something.
yeah. I'm like, it's a waste of
couple
people
extras.
that spend like $12 that win.
Not me.
It's true.
Not today.
I put like
I rarely buy into any of those, and I was like, "Nah, look, this one, it's like the week only.
it's different. Hey,
Maybe it's different."
Yeah.
No,
I
it
went
wasn't
into
any
one that
different.
was like
It was
7.
it was a guy in Queensland anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I was the one in bloody
annoying.
700 entrance in like this like 20 grand like PC thing, and I was like, oh yeah, 700 entrance. Why
Easy.
not?
Someone's
20
bought,
grand. Some
guy bought 699.
Yeah, probably. Wanker.
Lol.
Didn't win my 20 grand PC setup.
Yeah.
That would have been gnarly.
I would
mate.
have just gave.
Like full
I would have given like
racing
one
sim.
of my like new PC just as like one of the boys. I'd be like, here you go.
Yes.
Who wants it?
Oh yeah,
Level
give it to
up.
Crusoe.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
he
He
needs
needs
it.
it.
I got a bloody your one.
Oh, first one.
banana.
Anyways, tell us your story. Keep going with your
Financial-
financial.
Oh
mistake.
yeah, so this one chick at the front of the class put her hand up, and she's like, "Yeah, my roommate just bought a Nintendo Switch."
That's
And the guy's like, "Oh, that okay, like that's not terrible." Like, and she's like, "No, she already has one." And he's like,
Why?
she's like, "Oh, what?" She's like, "What? Why did she buy a second one?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know why she bought a second one." Like, and he's like, "Far out. She must have really loved that first Nintendo Switch, so she bought a second one." And then he's gone into saying something else, and then she's like, "Yeah, I really don't know why she bought a Nintendo Switch, but she's Down syndrome." And the lecturer is just like, where do I go from here?
That is. and if you just put that man in an awkward situation.
Yeah, I know, because I was.
Why would
even-
she even say that?
Mate,
Surely
I
she
don't know.
knew.
That's what I was like. I was like,
What does it matter,
why would
though?
you say that?
Like, what does it matter?
I don't know, no, but I'm just saying, like, he was just like,
But, like, that's what-
just like,
Why did she have to state that?
I don't know, like,
Just a awkward.
That's
fucking
just-
situation.
no, but this chick was casual about it. Like,
I
she was just
but,
like, oh, well, she's Down syndrome. Like,
Yeah.
still.
she didn't say, oh, well, that's why, but like,
Yeah.
she said that, and then old mate's talking about it, and then he's like, I don't know where to go from here.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Rightio.
right. So financial mistakes.
Yeah. And then he's
Moving
like,
on, guys.
And then then he went to
Get out your
next slide.
textbooks. Yeah.
Next slide.
So here. Anyways,
Oh, do you want our
today is
fact of the day? Today is old.
Fact
We're
of the-
doing them at the end these days, aren't we? I love it. It's great.
Yeah, look, I
You
don't know.
have to listen.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to listen
Run
to
up the
end.
views, run up the
Today's
followers.
one's a pretty good one. I think I
Alright.
may have told you this one before.
Maybe.
I don't
Find
know.
out
I
shortly.
forget.
Who's
My
between
memory
the eyes?
is pretty
Shit.
terrible. Yes. So the big company that we know and love and want one of,
Apple.
Rolex,
Rolling.
is a non-for-profit organization.
Ah,
Did you know that?
on
profit.
paper.
On paper.
Did you know that?
I did not.
So the company Rolex that makes the unreal roly
With a dab of
watches.
ranch.
Yep, Dab Ranch. Is a non-profit organization. So they are owned by a charity called the Wilsdorf Foundation. Okay, I think it was like the company was founded. Rolex was founded in like 1920 by a guy, someone Wilsdorf, and then his wife died in 1946, I want to say. And when she passed away, he started that foundation. And so he currently has 100% equity in the company and share in the company. When she died and he started that foundation, he put 100% of the equity in that company into the foundation. So that's why it's owned by
There you go.
a company. And it's based in Switzerland. So therefore, he doesn't actually have to disclose any of the profits that are made.
I was going to say.
But it
that's
is still a
interesting,
non-for-profit, and he does give a lot of the profits. It is shown a lot of the profits go back out into other charities and into
Good
the
on the
community.
Rolex
So
companies.
that is a good thing to know that when you buy a watch that is worth a lot of money, some
saw-
of the profits are going
saw a
back.
but
Rolex.
good sales point too.
I saw a Rolex that had the a little dial that said if it was nighttime or daytime.
Yeah,
I was like, can't you just look outside?
Open your eyes,
You just
buddy.
look down. It's a flex.
Anyways, here, mate, hit us with that dad joke. Finish us off, my boy.
Okay,
He's got,
ladies and gentlemen.
he's got a couple tags in these ones.
It's like the bedtime story for the
Okay.
end of 333.
Right.
This is it.
Settle down.
Or if you're Brian.
no, it's mate. It's like,
I still haven't heard him sleep yet.
Yeah, don't.
bro, put him in your
Because I
room.
don't sleep with men. Ha! I'm like, these gay people that is perfectly
Hey
okay.
man, you got to do
Anyway,
gotta do what you got to do sometimes. Right?
Oh, so you know how like I've just applied for a job,
Yes.
all right, at a salad packing factory.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Woolies.
The hours are terrible, but the salary is good.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I didn't know that was a joke. Actually. I was
I was trying to like
I just
lead into
rammed
it.
it. I just rammed it.
bro, I was like, oh,
Lord.
what? Oh, yeah, cool. Right, here's for one more.
Big pause. The big pause.
Oh no,
One more.
These are so funny.
Just
my,
flip to a
These are
random
so
page.
funny. I bet
My
they're
grandpa was in a band called the Hinges. They once opened for the Doors.
not. No, that's close.
Well, anyways,
We're
there's-
rolling
Oh,
out,
see you
people.
guys.
Terrible
Thanks for staying
jokes.
for episode 30. How
30,
unreal is
was
that? That's pretty good.
I don't say numbers anymore because I mess them up. But
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure this is
Anyway,
episode
this
30.
is episode 13.
Guys, look, if you'd like to support us, please like, comment, and subscribe. We much appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Love you
We
guys.
out.
Love your team. Love you boys. Catch you later.
Yeah.
See ya.